So how do you create something using Photoshop with your phone? So I'm going to go to the App Store, and when I click on search, I'm going to type in Photoshop Mix. This is by far the best app that I've found for this. So it says right here, Adobe Photoshop Mix. It's free. So you're going to click on download. I already have mine downloaded, so I'm going to click on open. And when it opens it up, I'm going to create a new project using the plus button on the top right corner. And then I'm going to click on image, and I'm going to click on my phone. What you're first going to have to do is you're going to have to find the images that you want to use, right click on them, and save. So I already did that, and when I click on here and I go to my recent photos, it shows all my recent photos. I just put a lot of blank ones here, but now I'm going to create my cheetah. So here's my cheetah, and I'm going to modify this cheetah. Now I'm going to have two images on here. I'm going to also add in this image of the elephant. Okay, so here they both are. Now, notice how I have two different layers right here. The base layer is down over here, that's the cheetah, and this image is perfectly covering it. So here's what I can do for that image. Now, yours probably won't have the black image like that. I can move it around. You see how this is covering it there? I can click and just drag it. So if I want to make this disappear, I can double click on the actual image right there, and now I don't see it. If I click on it once, you can do some different things to it. You can click on that eye, which makes you able to see it. I can change the opacity, which means that they kind of blend over one another, which isn't really what we want. So I'm going to click on that again. I'm going to change it to go back to normal. But what I am going to do is I want to get rid of most of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the bottom here where it says cut out. I'm going to click on auto. Now what that did, but look at that, how cool is that? It just automatically got rid of most of it, and it mostly did the outline of the actual elephant right here. I want to get rid of even more of it. So now I'm on this smart clear right now, and what I could do is if I click on add, I can drag on the outside and it'll just start like adding more of it. I don't want to do that. I want to actually get rid of some of it. So I'm going to click on the same thing. I'm just going to keep doing that, where I'm going to go over certain parts of the elephant right here. I can use my two fingers to spread them apart to zoom in, and I can really fine tune it a little bit. And look, what I just did here is mostly get rid of the entire elephant right here. If I go too far, right, if I like it and click on the check on the bottom right, and that's good, I can now move around these ears right there and kind of position them. Now, it looks like I did a little bit too much right here. So I'm going to go to cutout, I'm going to go to smart, I'm going to go to subtract, and I'm going to get rid of the extra parts right over here. Now, I like these ears here, but I want to, some of them are just covering up too much. So instead I'm going to click on basic. I'm going to go to eraser. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to fine tune it. And I'm just going to like drag with my finger along the side until I get it just perfect, so it kind of really looks like this cheetah has these elephant ears right here. I'm going to do it on both sides until I really like what it looks. So it looks like right over here. Now this one went a little bit too much, so I'm going to click on basic again. I'm going to change it to brush, and I'm now going to just add a little bit more to it. Now this isn't perfect, but it does look a lot better than it did before. So now I'm going to click on the check mark right there, and then now look, now my cheetah has these awesome elephant ears, and it really wasn't that difficult. It didn't take too long to do it. Now that I'm all set, I'm going to click on this button on the top right, not the one to resize everything, but the one to the left of it to send it. And now I can click on camera roll, and then now I have it. It's going to be in my camera roll when I look in my photos. So if I click on photos, my new image is going to be right here that I saved. And then now from here, I can click on the button on the bottom left, and I can save this to my drive, and then I can drag this onto my Google Drawings that I am creating in on the computer. And then from here, I can add on whatever else I want to it. But this is just one fun way to do it. Another fun thing that I can do is I can go back to the Photoshop thing over here. And then now that this is one image, I can import the new image. So why don't I do this? I'll go back. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new one, image. I'm going to take in my new modified one right here. And now I'm going to go to cutout, auto. And now it should hopefully get rid of most of, yeah, look at that. Got rid of most of the background right here. I can take my brush and I can just brush on more parts to it. And then once I like how it is, now I can just take this image right over here and I can put it on whatever background that I want. So once I feel like I've moved around all the different parts enough that I like, so right here, I think this is good enough. Okay, I'm gonna click on that, and now I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, camera roll, and I'm gonna send it, and now it has no background, and I can put it over any background that I want. In fact, I can just take the background of the elephant, let's say, I can drag it, move it underneath, and now I can resize this guy here. And now look, in the same image, we have my modified image, but also the elephant that was there. So just all sorts of fun things that you can do with this. So good luck. I'd love to see how yours turns out.